tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy. And tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough.
Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, on the line. Check, 47. Hey, watch the lane. Check the hot read. Chance. Switch.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah State. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Their big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Man up, D. Hey, 57, Collins.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Mahomes going to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. 27 Mike. Orbit. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, check, Mike.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one after the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flacco. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker on for the PAT.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14,
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Now Flacco. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Flacco. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darwin Thompson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
You're over here. You're over here.
21-0 our score after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Watch it.
On 2nd down. It's Lindsay. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating out of the gun. Flacco under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Switch. Hey, alert 3. Right side.
Now a give, right side. It's Thompson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Check it back.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Hyde running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be second and goal. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Check, 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 check 3, check 3.
Third and goal, option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
A loss of 2 yards.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Passing play, Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Flacco from the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here's Flacco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 16. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the Broncos' 16-yard line.
Yellow, on the line. Check in your face. Attack!
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 11th touchdown of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, Monday. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming.
From the gun, Flacco. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the motion.
On first down, Thompson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them.
Yellow, I go blue 80. Pick up the ball. Kill.
They go with Thompson again. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
You're not ready.
This is Thompson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 34, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run it here with Thompson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 43, 15. Let's get off the field.
Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Slam.
On the carry, Thompson. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter. Anymore how you get the face mask, any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense,
be aware, a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
3 down. Hey, Delta. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, defense, let's go.
Locke now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Locke fighting to stay upright. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw it is Locke. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. They're all through now, by the way, in the Meadowlands. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Give me that ball, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his lock on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Denver. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.